Hello there and welcome back to Spain. Last time we got the Proclaim Kaiserum, and this time hopefully we'll be able to revoke the Privilegia, and that will be kind of interesting because worst case scenario Austria will kick, or try to kick my ass. Potentially they might even be successful in kicking my ass, but I do hope that they won't be. We'll be aiming to get the next level infantry though, even so, just to be on the safe side, because both Austria and me then will have military level 26. If I end up with revoking the Privilegia and they have better troops than me, then I'm screwed. So we'll definitely be aiming at getting that rather quickly, and as such we hope that Jamie will survive for a little while longer. We do have that union with Savoy, so it's kind of good that we will be uniting the Empire hopefully soon, simply to integrate them. Potentially, if I use more than 50 years on this, I might integrate Savoy, and then simply release them to as another measure to get imperial authority. But I'm pretty sure that I will be getting it. We'll be getting a month now, or a year, 1.2 points. So in a decade I get 12. So basically, one release of each of these in a decade or two, and I should be ready. So theoretically, I can be done in about 20 years' time if things go as planned. 20, 30, 40 at most perhaps, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we can pull it off rather rapidly. We will of course be fighting simply to, well, I guess I should say pass the time, although it'll probably just prolong it. But I'll definitely be trying to completely own India. I still haven't actually done that, I believe. And as it turns out now, I might actually have to Indian Ocean Islands, so it's not a part of India. I thought I might actually have to fight the Russians here. And I will actually have to, because they were kind enough to snatch the last Indian province there. So we might actually do this in another game, probably one of the World Conquest games that is to come. I do plan one with, well, I am currently contemplating one with the Ottomans, where I'll be utilizing a oversight, I guess. But I did a test game and I ended up taking all of Europe before the 1600s with the Ottomans that way, so I probably shouldn't say this, but I did get carried away, my apologies. I'll probably not do that. I could do that, but we'll have to see. For now, however, we will be focusing on getting that next level of, or revoking the Privilegia. So we'll just get going and see what happens. Berar has been integrated, and with it, of course, the Afghanistan ended up joining the coalition against me. Not really that surprising, all things considered, but there is another positive thing with this, and that is simply the fact that I can now call Hadoti or Hadodi, and that is of course very beneficial. We also need to well, do some conversions here, so having my troops in the area for basically kicking their asses will be important. I'll also get a diplomat. Once that diplomat actually gets home, we'll be having him to sending him to sell this one, because I'm pretty sure they're actually done coring these, or they should be done. Yeah, they actually caught it, and apparently Vinagio has lost core, which is kind of weird. But I'm not complaining, they did get that one, so we'll go ahead and sell this province, and other than that we'll just go ahead converting, and otherwise just waiting until the point where I can actually go ahead and peacefully annex both Guyenne and Aragon again. We'll see how it goes. Diplomacy Tech 24 has been reached. The Archipelago frigate trade efficiency has been increased by 10%, and we can now build, well, a new galley. We'll probably not build any of those though, so that's kind of useless, but it's hilarious to see that it's actually more effective than a heavy frigate. That is something that I actually haven't noticed until now, which kind of makes me feel a little bit embarrassed, but can't notice everything. But at the very least now we do have that increase in trade efficiency, and we're currently still losing money. I still believe that usually, or mostly, because of the fact that I am running some pretty high-end people in my, well, court. I'll downgrade to this guy and then we'll be going positive again, so it's not a problem. But better relations over time is definitely the best guy I could have chosen now anyway, so it's my bad for waiting 2 years to actually get him, 2 years after the annexation was actually done. But for now, we'll be waiting for Guyenne and Aragon to be integrated again. I'll probably release one or two of them, probably just one, and that should be enough for the next one. And apparently 2 colonies have been completed as well, so I have to set up some new ones. But as I said, we'll probably just keep on going in the manner that I have so far, and it should definitely be helpful. Military tech next, then we'll be going for the rest of the defensive ideas, I guess. Well, Austria has decided to declare war on Venice here, and here's once again the funny thing with cascading alliances. The nature of Austria, your faithful allies, because you come to their aid in the Austrian conquest of Treviso against Bavaria, Venice, Minster, Pomerania, and the Papal State. Bavaria is allied with Poland, Burgundy, Aachen, Mantua, and Venice. So basically, by joining this war, I get myself into war with Burgundy, and well, what the heck will accept? Because it's in the defense of the Empire, although it was Austria that attacked. Which again doesn't really make sense. But I guess we'll be marching troops up here. We should be able to win this. It's not really that much of... Well, they do have some troops, but not that many. Austria is unfortunately war leader, so we'll simply hold our own, I guess, will be the goal this time. I will be placing some troops in the Savoyan Mountains, simply because it's easy to defend. Also place some troops in Auvergne. And I guess I'll march these guys also up into the mountains, so we have complete and utter control. Well, we'll see how it goes, and if there is any big or interesting battles, I guess I'll show you. But I do honestly doubt that very much. We'll see how it turns out. Black news indeed. A stability drop. Isabel the second to Trastamara is now emperor, and well, 2-4-2, not too great, but not too bad either. We will be fighting quite a lot here, so it will definitely be interesting to see how we can actually, to some extent, hold up. But unfortunately, we also ended up now with attacking them. I believe this is actually a mountain attack. No, just a crossing, so it should be fine. And we do have quite a lot of troops here to actually do whatever I want to actually win. I'm winning battles, Austria is losing them. So it's kind of an interesting war, but as you can see, these are usually how my battles go in late game here. I overwhelm them with numbers, and they end up losing most of their troops. I'm pretty sure that they still haven't completely recovered from their first war, or first war, I guess I should call it. So I do have the advantage here. I simply have to make sure that my troops get enough resting, I guess I should call it. And as long as I manage that, we should be just fine. But for now, there are a little bit interesting how this will actually go. As long as I actually siege Burgundy properly, then the Austrians will not allow, or actually, I believe, concede this war. So on that, or if you want to look at things that way, we are definitely doing fairly well. But it all remains also how the how Burgundy will attack, and also the fact that the Russians are actually involved now. So I need to hurt Burgundy enough to actually have them want to send their troops onto my guys, more or less, in order to actually win this. So it will definitely be interesting to see how this actually turns out. I'll most likely have to march into over here by myself in order to fight Russia, and if Austria can't actually bail them out, but we'll have to wait and see. As of now, Burgundy is getting rising war exhaustion, and it will simply continue going up as we fight. But apparently here, as you can see, once Burgundy was called in, they called in Russia and their allies again. So it's basically become a weird, annoying war, but we should win in theory. The reason why we are not are due to the fact that we do not control Treviso, and Austria is losing a lot of battles. As you can see here, they, of course, also my vassals lost some, but any battle that I've actually participated in has resulted in victory, and that's so far 3 battles, I believe. It's 130 versus 51 Burgundy guys. Yeah, so not really my fault, but I can't actually just storm forward due to the fact that it would be suicide. So we'll just hold back and keep on harassing the enemy here. We'll see how it goes. As you can see, the Burgundy, but also Russians have entered this battlefield, and they do actually use a king who is actually pretty damn good. I did order a general for this one, but it won't really help because they do have such an incredible amount of forces to sacrifice. And of course, if our rolls actually were any good here, we might actually win, but it seems like that will not be the case. So I might as well just pull out before it gets really hairy. But Austria will definitely suffer in this war, and this is all because they decided to declare war on Venice. So basically, we got a war here over 2 provinces, Venice, and that is hilarious, to be honest. 3 provinces, my bad. But even so, it's kind of weird that the game allows it to run out of these proportions, considering who's actually participating, and that is what I guess the most important part of this. My manpower is now crippled due to the fact that I need to have 70,000 men actually reinforce here. Let's see, how big is this army? Can I split it like this? No, that does not work. I believe it's 6 armies, so I need to take out 2. No, I'll reconfigure my armies, and Austria will definitely give up once they've been sieged. My lands won't actually be sieged here, I think, so basically I'm sitting on the sidelines laughing. But I believe I will lose some imperial authority, but it should be fine. We'll see. My apologies. We'll see how it turns out. I guess we can do the Abolition of Slavery Act. Spain, as you can see, diplomacy skill overextension. Technology cost -5%, and missionary strength -1. I can live with that. So basically, it's just positive things here. I might join the war again. Let my people go. If that pops up a million times, I'm going to be so pissed. That itself is a reason to not do this. To be honest, I guess I wish they had actually made that event so that you get it once for every province, because this is now going to pop up forever. But I guess I'll just have to deal with that. What I was going to say here is that I'll be waiting for basically level 26 military tech, and once I get that, I might try to throw myself into the war and see if it helps. We'll allow my forces to reinforce, and we'll see what we'll do then if the war is still raging. Diplomatic tech 25 has been reached at 3 decades, naval morale increased by 0.5 point, and naval maintenance of course increased by 25%. I can also now build 3 decades, which are the biggest ship. So that's good. As you can see, we are almost at the range of where we will be getting our next level. But unfortunately, it seems that my navies also have run into some sort of or some issues. They should just stay parked during this war, I think. This one should be able to make or survive on its own, so it's not really that big of a deal. But the Bordeaux navy seriously needs to just stand down. But yeah, we'll be continuing, and if the war is still raging, as I said, once we get that next level of tech, we'll try and throw ourselves into it. I have no idea how long this war actually raged, just a couple of years I think, 4 years, so not that long. Next level of tech has been reached, and as you can see, this will give us some tremendous advantages against Burgundy. Light infantry companies, level 26, land morale increased by a single point, combat width increased by 2. We now have white coat, blue coat, red coat, and Frederican infantry. We'll probably go... Oh, damn, the hiccups. We'll probably go for the blue coats here, and once we have regained morale, I think we'll actually, yeah, we'll go for blue coats. We'll probably be attacking a lot here, so we'll upgrade to blue coat, and then we will be marching on Burgundy. I believe they still are level 24. They've actually upgraded to level 25 now, but Austria is also level 26. So potentially now we do have what we need to win. So I'll just be moving my troops a little bit further up on the battlefield, and we'll be starting to try and pushing these guys back, although it is probably too late. We'll see how it goes. Canelares here, Pretender Rebels. Install Carlos the First Bolivia. As you can see, he's 654. If I had a smaller country, possibly. If I had more extension, possibly. But is there any odds of him actually winning this war? No. He'll do it in 100 years if I leave him be, but my vassals will kill him off. Vassals will probably kill him off before then, so no real reason to actually leave him alive. We'll be marching on to kill him, and then we'll be marching on to the to the proper battlefield here. Apparently they are already turning back. I have no idea if it is because they might actually see that we do have a bit of power here, but it would be interesting to see how this turns out. We'll probably, once again, take a refuge in the mountains and hope that they actually attack us there, because if they do attack in the mountains, we'll have tremendous advantage, simply because we can get some pretty sweet modifiers. They are actually going into Lyonnais as we speak, so probably not a good idea to go there. I think I'll just stay here, and hopefully, no, we'll go to Lyonnais if we get there. Yeah, we got there first, so no problem. I think I can march. Yeah, you can wait in Savoy until we actually get some troops where we need them. So they're actually marching on the troops that are currently standing in Lyonnais. Lyonnais is not a mountain, so that is, well, to some extent, understandable. And Philippe is actually attacking here. Fire is 6. Well, I should probably have gotten myself a leader for this battle, but once we join up, we are basically stronger, we have better troops, and they are running away. So, big question now is, should I hunt him down? Probably not. And the simple reason for that is that we do not have basically the forces to hunt him down. We'll retreat or pull these guys back to allow them to reinforce, but we'll just wait and hope that they attack us again. That is basically the way we will be doing this, or handling this, I guess I should say. I guess we'll march on those. No, we'll not. I will be sending. Where is that leader? There he is, Diego Pizarro. We'll place him there, and we'll send one army to boost. But apparently they attacked anyway, so we'll just send everyone. Should be a victory. We'll have to see how that battle actually turns out. But for now, this is usually how I fight when I have an equal or stronger enemy. I simply try and bait them as much as possible. But as you can see, we're still suffering some pretty harsh losses, even against these guys. That's mostly just because of that general. But they did lose some men themselves. We did win that battle, but it came at a pretty high cost, so I'm not really that happy about it. We'll pull our guys back to safe distance, more or less, and I am tempted to attack that one, but I think I'll just allow them to attack me again. But there we go. We'll at least beat the Russian army, so that's good. But unfortunately, this is all we have time for. We have to continue this war next time. We'll probably lose, or we already have lost due to Austria foolishly being crushed. They should probably just go ahead and make a peace deal. No idea why they aren't. But we'll have to consider about that next time. We'll also take next level admin tech then. So thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. And I'll see you around next time. Bye.